Well, I want to move on to what is happening in America or out of space, potentially.
Yes.
Former President Barack Obama has backtracked after claiming that aliens are real. Let's just listen to what he had to say during an interview with Brian Tyler Cohen.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in, what is it?
Area 51?
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy and they hid it from the President of the United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
He's
He's since backtracked and issued a clarification on Instagram saying, I was trying to stick with the spirit of the speed round, but since it's gotten attention, let me clarify. Statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good that there's life out there, but the distances between solar systems are so great that the chances we've been visited by aliens is low. And I saw no evidence during my presidency that aliens have made contact with us.
The conspiracy
Is he telling the truth?
Of course he's not. They're all there in Roswell. We all know they live amongst us. I could name a few myself, actually. I'm pretty sure are aliens, that's right. But no, he's absolutely right. And this is something, and I want to clarify, because I did notice this story, but I was not the one who suggested this topic. This was
No, it was me. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
And it landed in my inbox, and I went, oh my God, this
Brilliant.
is my favourite subject.
I have had a feeling that you would be the person I can discuss
I'm
aliens
obsessed with something called the Fermi paradox, right?
Okay.
And this was something that came up, that was come up with by the Italian physicist Enrico Fermi, right? And there's this famous story that him and all his fellow physicists, they're all working on this project together. They go out for lunch and they're just shooting the breeze, right? And they're sitting out at lunch and he says, look, statistically, and this is exactly what Obama said, statistically, aliens must exist, right? Yeah. And they calculate the thing, I don't know, whatever physicists do. So, there's X billion million stars and X billion million planets and an infinite number of, whatever. And so it's like, it's actually indisputable. Mathematically speaking, aliens definitely exist, right? And Enrico Fermi supposedly said these famous lines, so, where is everybody? It's like, where are they? Right here. And so they start sort of spitballing that and thinking, what is it? And of course they figure out, and this is what Obama's getting at, they figure out that to develop the technology needed for interstellar travel between stars or solar systems, you would first have to develop the technology that could destroy your own planet.
Okay.
So basically to get to the level of technological advancement where you could, jump through wormholes or
like that movie,
travel through
Interstellar.
dimensions or travel at light speed or whatever, you must first, by logic, have to have developed enough technology where you could do terrible things to yourself first. And so they figured out that pretty much everyone had self-combusted before they'd got to the level to develop the technology needed to get there. And the best part about this story, given that we're talking about, worldwide planetary extinction, is that the project they were working on was the Manhattan Project. Enrico Fermi was one of the physicists who developed a nuclear bomb.
Wow.
And so he was actually developing that technology that could destroy a world before we got to the next step of being able to visit another one. So how's that?
There you go.
What a topic. There you go.
We've solved the right person to bring on to discuss aliens in depth.
That's
We're going to have to keep talking about it. I do find it interesting that Barack Obama was a quick yes and then backtracking.
Well, because that's right. Because the question is, are there aliens somewhere?
Yes.
Mathematically, there has to be.
Are they here?
Are they here? Nah.
Maybe.
Maybe as part of the stardust that they've turned themselves into.
Still a maybe.
Hitting the red button.
Joe Hildebrand, thank you so much. Wonderful to talk to you.
Always a pleasure.